All right, what we got going on here? We are starting the big project today. It's actually the beginning of a series of projects that are going to go on here, and we'll be documenting and we'll be on the channel. Today we are starting. We have the dishwasher coming in. Now that's just, it was ordered many weeks ago, but because of COVID, because of all the ships out in the ocean, there was only two that we could even get, and supposedly this is in stock. Even if something is in stock, you have to wait several weeks for delivery now. So this was the second least expensive dishwasher that was available, and it was supposedly in stock, and we've waited several weeks for it. It'll be delivered today, and one of the criteria is the old dishwasher has to be out so that they can take it with them, and I will document putting in the new dishwasher. So this is the beginning of the project. Right now I'm going to show you a little bit about what goes on with dishwashers, how to take one out, how to put one in, and we're going to get this thing ready for the crew that's going to come take it away. So here we go. Show you on the dishwasher. If you haven't ever messed with taking a dishwasher out, usually on your bottom plate there's going to be, I've taken it out. It is not attached correctly, I'm going to tell you that right up front, but you usually have this for you. Okay, you usually have screws. In between the door and the bottom plate. You can see that screw there. Now you can have up to probably 4. And you'll have to look for them. They're going to be in different places on every dishwasher. And you can see here at the bottom, this is what the problem is. It's all rusted out and everything. So it rusted out. The bottom pan rusted, and it leaked between this floor and the next floor. And what that did, it swelled the wood, and it cracked. When the wood swelled, it cracked every tile in this kitchen. Cracked them all. This is one continuous floor throughout most of the house, and there's no way to repair this. It all has to come up, and that's the next project. But today, the project right now is getting this dishwasher out and ready for the crew to take. So here we go. So I can make the overall distance of this dishwasher small enough that I can pull it out. And I can also see that the legs of this dishwasher over here, the feet are actually under the towel.
So I'm gonna have to bust this tile or move this so that it comes back up above this tile. So there's where we're at. I'm gonna have to go down. Right now I'm gonna go down and turn off the main water line. As a matter of fact, I think I can take you with me.
Okay, there's the obligatory. There is the obligatory plumbing bucket. Let's go down. We're going to turn off the main water line, and we are going to flush the toilets that are below the line that we're trying to turn off. So here's our main water line. It's marked. You always have that marked in your house so you can get to it in an emergency and quickly. And since I'm wanting to go below that, there's a line up there in the very top. That's where I want to drain. So the water line is off. The main water of the house is off. So now I'm going to turn on the water and flush toilets down below. Now it's draining that line now. It's draining that line now. It's continuing to drain. Now we're going to go up and look at the job that we're doing. This is the job that we're doing. Unfortunately, I forgot to push record, and none of my intro was recorded. So here we are. The girls are asleep. I've set everything up to get a shot of taking this dishwasher out. Unfortunately, I didn't push record. I don't think I'm recording up here. Oh, I am recording up here. I knocked it over. And it's a good thing because that's going to be the only shot that I have of what I've already done. Taking this thing apart. So, there we are. Hopefully the audio is coming through. And we do have the GoPro going. The GoPro will get a lot of that. So here we are. For this camera, I'm going to show that here is the braided water line. Here is the foot that is underneath. There's a foot that's underneath the towel. This is the adjustment that levels the dishwasher. Now I have to lower this dishwasher to get it out. I need to get this out for the delivery people that are bringing the new one. So I have to lower this dishwasher so that it'll come out. Here's the water line, braided water line. Here's the valve for the dishwasher that when it calls for water, the water comes through this line. Unfortunately, this was put in 35 years ago, and this line here was soldered in, and at some point this new line was put on, probably because they had a bad leak. They didn't put any type of shutoff on this system. There's not a shutoff downstairs, so we have to shut off the main water line, and that's what I'm doing now. The water line is off. I have the spigots open downstairs, you saw that, and we should be able to safely get this let me give you a shot of that. The line is, I'm going to take it off. I'm going to take the line loose at the dishwasher here. Now there are many things you can use to get this. Even a small crescent wrench would be fine to get this off. This is not a big deal. So I'm going to see what wrenches I have available up here. Right now I thought I had an adjustable crescent, but I haven't seen that. I'm going to try with this set of channel locks.
See if I can get this thing loose. Should not be an issue. These things are generally not much more than hand tight. And I think I was right. I think I've already broken it loose. Now I'm doing this the hard way. Get an adjustable wrench. I just had this setting there, and that's what I'm using. You don't want to mar up the nut or anything like that. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do the correct thing. I'm going to put my gloves on like you should always do. Always put gloves on. The reason I didn't have my gloves on was because gloves, for some reason, gloves that are workable in this type of an environment, they generally don't work with touchscreen devices, and all of my recording devices require touchscreen. So until I get everything set up, I can't put gloves on. So now let's go look. Let's get the plumbing bucket. The plumbing bucket, I have been going through the plumbing bucket. I am in the process of reorganizing all of my tools, and I believe that an adjustable has been moved to the plumbing bucket. I do also see there are other valve options here if need be, so that's good. So I'm going to look on the sides here. I'm looking for an adjustable wrench. I need to add an adjustable wrench to this because I don't see one, and there should absolutely be an adjustable wrench waiting to be used. Here's an adjustable that I'm going to use. This is a battery powered adjustable that used to work pretty good. It's kind of a gimmick, but I can use this and keep it from marring up that nut. And you'll see it turning now. But yeah, this was given as a gift probably on Christmas or something. Battery powered crescent wrench. It did work, but you know, it's so big and bulky. In order to make it makes it pretty much unusable because it makes it so big. And you'll see I'm dealing with that now. It's too big to even get in there. So it is getting to be an issue getting a wrench in there, but you just want to get something in there to get this thing loose. I'm going to put a valve on the end of this thing, so it is hard to get to this thing anyway because it is on a 90 that is going into the dishwasher. And these are the kind of things that you'll run into. You know, you got the delivery people coming. They want the dishwasher out. They're not going to touch it because I didn't pay for install. So, because I didn't pay for install, of course they're mad and they don't want to put a wrench on this thing to take it out. So, you know, they called and said, you do this, you do this, you do that, or else. And that's what they're going to do every time. They're going to give you stipulations, and if you don't do it, they won't pick it up. So that's because they're mad I didn't pay for installation. So, okay, so here's the line. Here's what we're looking at. We are going to hopefully put this valve on the line. Now, if I didn't have this, you know, you could always just turn the water off, leave the water off. And when you get the new dishwasher, turn the water back on. Unfortunately, they said they wanted this thing out when they get here. So, I have to have it out before they get here. And I have babies, so I have to have the ability to have water. So, they only give you a window of delivery time. They give me a 2-hour window between 12 and 2. So I have to have the dishwasher out when they get here. And I don't know when that's going to be, between 12 and 2. And if I don't follow all their stipulations because they're mad, we lost the camera. Because they're already mad, I didn't pay for installation. They're going to, if I don't have everything exactly right, they're not going to take this one with them. So, I'm making sure. And there it is. I have the valve installed. And the water line can just sit here. And I can work on lowering this dishwasher now, so that it will slide out. Now, I don't really need to turn the water on yet. Keep dropping the camera. This camera is very long and skinny, and it has nothing to set on, and I'm not using a tripod right now. So, let's get a look at one of these legs. There's the leg, right there. And I'm going to see if I can get that thing to move. Yeah, moves fairly easily. Let's see. So, this dishwasher was not being held in by the tension of these front of that leg anyway. Let's see about this one. Let me move the camera for you. I'll put the light over here. And I'll move the camera. Light is glaring. Really, it's hard to light underneath this thing so that you can see it in any good fashion. Here it is. And we're going to see if that thing will move as easily as the other one did. Let's see. And yeah, it's coming on up. Now it's trying to pull the towel up because it's under the towel. So I think that's going to be all right. I'm going to have to get up there now and start jiggling this thing to see. And I see it moving. I see the actual dishwasher moving. So we're going to get back and see if we can lift up now and pull towards us. So let's move everything. Let's move all of our cameras and lights. And I'm going to adjust the camera you are looking through. I use a device on my phone to tell that camera what to look at. So I'm going to set that camera here. I'm going to adjust it using my phone, and I bought a new box of gloves, of course, because of COVID. Gloves had become extremely expensive This time last year I tried to buy a box of gloves and they were $54. I bought them yesterday, the same gloves, for $18. I was concerned, and as you see, just that little bit of work that I just did, it already tore the glove. So okay, now you're gonna open the door, let it go down, and then we're gonna see what kind of movement we get on this. Okay, we got movement. All right, we have attachments. And I'm gonna move the GoPro so that you're looking up. Hopefully you're looking at what I want you to look at. Can't tell on the GoPro. On this camera, I can use my phone to guide you at what I want you to look at. So here we go. I'm moving it up, and look at there. That's really cool how you can use that camera to do those things. You have, and I can watch in my monitor what you're seeing. You have a little bracket here and a little bracket here. Now I should have my power tools up here, but I just don't have them out. And I just need to take these two screws out. They look like they're very easy. There's one. And there's two. Okay. All right, we got those out now. There we go. And the camera fell on us. Okay. It says with a gimbal. So we had a gimbal failure. So let's get the camera set correctly, and I'll give you a shot back of where you were, and you can see the dishwasher came out. Now what we're going to do, we are going to set the camera over here and get a good shot looking forward. And we're going to take this thing on out. I believe we have everything else out of the way and disconnected. Can't think of anything else. So what we're going to try to do, remember how this thing is connected. These feet are a little lower than the towel, so I want you to get in front and lift. Okay, we may have to go up with those feet a little more. Give us a little more room. Trying to get that one foot is under the towel work, so I'm gonna have to wiggle with that thing. That's the only thing I think that's holding us up. That one, let me show that to you again. This is holding us up. Everything else is loose and moving. And one towel, one leg is under the towel work, and it's preventing from getting this thing out. Now I'm going to try to raise it up a little more and then push it back. And you can see it's almost there. All right, let's see if I can get it out now. Okay, we have a leak. Evidently there's water in the tub. I want to make sure that my valve isn't on. The valve that I installed, it may be. I may have hit that valve while moving this. So let's double check all of that, because this seems like a lot of water. All my valves doing good. So this water is just in the pan, and that's why I'm getting a new dishwasher. You know, this water has laid in the pan and rotted the bottom of this thing out, and so it's been a real pain in the butt. This leak, and it did wash dishes very good, but destroyed the rest of the house. So I'm gonna have to see how much water's in this thing, because I didn't see water in it. Yeah, there's still water in it. There's still water in it. I didn't know that water was in there. So I'm going to tilt this thing forward and allow the water to come out onto the towel. And then I'll have some control over it. Okay. I've forgotten about the drain tube in the back. That's okay, it came off. There is a vent that, you know, usually you'll see on your countertop. You know, that vent has to be, that hose has to be connected, and we'll look at the connection on that when we get this thing out. There it goes. Now we're draining out. So that leg, that foot, is actually causing a big problem. It should come out now, but it was causing a really big problem because it was actually under the woodwork also, and it was pulling the woodwork up. So let's see if we can get that out now. It's above the tile. There it is. There it is. That leg is out. Now this leg on the other side's trying to be an issue. So this is just going to be a process of wiggling this thing out. There it is. And I hope the GoPro is getting an overall shot of this. Okay, the drain line I have disconnected off of the main drain, but I'm actually, now that I have it up this far, I'm going to see about taking it off of the unit so that I can keep it. So I'm going to give you, I have another towel in here. I had them. Okay, I'm going to give you another shot of what's going on here. Let's see if you can see it. Put the camera down here. I'm going to give you a shot of this is the drain line. See, with the gloves, it's very hard to control this thing. All right. Okay, my controls should be over here. So here we go. This is the drain line. This is the drain line coming from the dishwasher. It goes up. It goes all the way up the cabinet. It goes above the dishwasher, comes out the other side of the cabinet, comes through and attaches to the sink drain to the trap. Now I have it disconnected there. I can pull it out. I would rather disconnect it at the dishwasher so I have all this to play with the new dishwasher. So let's set you down. You can watch while I try to get this thing out. And I don't know how possible this is going to be. We'll see. It's a very, very small nut that's on there. It is tiny. I wouldn't have a wrench that would even touch that, but we need to get the towel out. There's a lot of water in there. I'm setting this thing up, propping it up a little bit so I can get a better view at that nut that I'm trying to get off right here. So this was put on there when the dishwasher was built. I don't know if I'll be able to get this off. It's tiny, tiny, tiny. And it's on an old clamp. And it's original. So now I'm going to see if I can get this line off of here. There it is. Line's off. I'm going to put that in the sink because it's going to have water in it. Actually, it's not going to stay. So I'm going to have to let it drain out. I'll just put it on the towel. And there we go. The dishwasher is out. Let's get it on out the door. We have a leak. What do I have leaking now? Why do I have a leak? I have a leak coming out of the cabinet. I have no idea what that could be. Oh, okay. So the water pressure was taken off of the line on the other side and it leaked what was in there. Yeah, it's okay. Here we are. Now I have to get all this mess cleaned up. Let's get a bit overview of what we got going on here. So here we go. Big, ugly, nasty mess, dirty. Looks like he did a hack job putting this thing in. Had a terrible leak, and you can see where it's been leaking over the years. The floor's almost rotted out there. You can tell how old it is by the solder lines, the filth and dirt. There's actually three tile floors, one on top of another. There is one masonry tile. Here's the second one. And here's the third masonry tile. Unbelievable amount of weight on this floor. Another reason that I want all of this flooring out, busted up and out. I have a dumpster coming. I have I think a 20-yard dumpster coming. We're going to bust all of this stuff out of here, get a good, clean, solid floor. And we're going down with a natural hickory true wood floor all through the house here. So that's the 3 floors that have to come out. It's going to be a big job, but it has to be done. So okay, let's get this dishwasher out of here.
Okay, we are left with cleaning up the mess, and we'll be done. We're waiting on the new one. Let's pick up our tools. So here we are. I've got it all cleaned out. Scrubbed the tiles. I scrubbed everything. It's all cleaned out, as clean as it's gonna get, and we are ready for the new. We are ready for the new one to get here. So there we go. Okay, so we got here's the babies, there's the girls, and we're moving along with the big project today. Got the house kind of set up because we are moving on with the big project today. That is, the dishwasher came. Unfortunately, the delivery people broke the door, slamming it down, bringing it in. I have been using it. It's been temporarily in place, but when you open the door, if you're not careful, the whole door comes apart. So the dishwasher is going to be replaced. Okay, girls, the dishwasher is going to be replaced on December the 2nd. Doesn't matter, it has to come back out today anyway, because the whole floor has to come out. That's all of this floor. All of this floor has to come out and be replaced. My floor was delivered. My floor is at the store waiting for pickup. It came from California. Wasn't supposed to be here till next week. It came. I have a roll-off 20-yard dumpster coming this morning. It's on the way. And I'm going to start taking this floor out. And what we're going to do is we're going to start by removing the wood trim. I'm going to try to reuse all of that. This stuff is very expensive now. So I'm going to try to reuse all of that. I'm going to reuse everything I can. These jobs are just too expensive. So right now I am getting everything set up, getting everything in place. Tomorrow is Thanksgiving, so I'm also cooking. I cooked late yesterday afternoon, so I also have to prepare Thanksgiving dinner, so I have to do this and square the job off so that I can have company in the house tomorrow and we can eat a Thanksgiving dinner. So here we go. We'll put you on hyperlapse here in a minute and you can watch my progress. Okay, that's going to do it for this episode. If you like this kind of content, or if you want to follow this project on through, be sure to subscribe to the channel. And if you would, give us a like, thumbs up, and share this video. The project's going to continue on. You can see me put the dishwasher back in after I bust all this floor out and replace it with a new floor. So if you want to see what happens in the future episodes, be sure to subscribe. And remember, they may do it another way, but that's the way I do it. We'll see you next time.